Folks, today I'm going to be showing you the Atuman K1 multi-tool. Now it's listed as having 16 in one uses, but I'm just going to test and cover a few just because I don't want to bore you. I've tried it, trust me, they work. The only things I haven't tried is the hex bolts / bolts, because for me I'd use a spanner anyway. So let me show it you. Inside, it's got magnets. As you can see, it holds box cutter blades and there's no rattle. This is just my suggested way of carrying it. It comes with this Phillips and flathead bit. I'd recommend putting this key ring on it, because if you are to use it, which I'm going to test in a minute, it'll work much better like that. Now obviously this will stop this 1/4 inch bit posting straight the way through this hole. So here's its features. It's got centimetres here, inches here. This is the release clip. So that's on maximum. And that's on minimum. And then press it in, push it all the way in. So to take it out, you just hold it all the way down and push the blade all the way out. Now, for testing purposes, I've got a massive mixture of blades. Rusty, old, some new, some old, you know, a right mixture. This is just to give it a fair test, just to show it takes any. So this is some cheap blade I've had in the past. So we just press the button, this button here. First click is the shortest blade. Final click is all the way out. So let's push it all the way in. So as you can see, no rattle. So that's just one cheap blade. This is another cheap blade. Some Stanley ones. This is another Stanley one. This has got a bit of pitting on, but as you can see, Stanley. These are the heavy duty ones. So it takes them just the same. And they perform just the same. No difference whatsoever. It comes with a black one. I'm going to insert some pictures, but for now I'm going to do a little bit of testing just to show its cutting capability. First things first, easy stuff like cardboard, which is its intended use. As you can see, no problem, hence the term box cutter. I've carried this blade for a little bit. Now let's do some cutting testing. So this is just your standard paracord. So that went through it no problem at all. That was just my cutting performance. Effortless. Now for some substantially thicker rope. As you can see, there's the centimetre ruler, so it's about 11-12 mil. Bit more of a test here. I don't know how it's going to perform. So we're struggling with that. But bearing in mind I have already used this blade for quite a while. So that was me pressing the button by mistake. I wasn't holding it properly. Now I am. So it's tackled that. Now time for a bit of pipe. Here's your ruler again. So I'd say that's about 11 mil, which is about 6 millimeters in the hole, in the diameter. So yeah, down goes the camera. bound to happen. So it did actually do that relatively easy, quite practically to be honest. So I'm quite impressed with this. Off camera I've cut loads of packaging up and it performs just like a normal box cutter. I am really impressed with this for its price. It was £5.17 with delivery to the UK. It's got little magnets in here for detent, stop it rattling. This is just how I've chose to carry it. Bit of Chinese paracord and a carabiner, which I've shown previously. You could carry it on a lanyard, similar to this, or attach it to a keyring, belt loop. You could carry it however you want. The also a very useful point to mention is this. If in the UK I don't have a good reason to carry that, I just quite simply remove the blade. Then it's just a tool. There's no cutting implement in it then. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be no bother. In here we've got some hex nut spanners bits in there. I personally won't use them because I think it would abuse the tool a bit, so I'm just not going to bother. I have seen them being tested and they do work. The bottle opener has had some serious use. This is the way up you have to put it, so the inches would have to be upwards and lift the bottle straight off. I have tested that, but because I'm filming for myself, I wasn't able to test that on camera because I'd have to stabilise the bottle in one hand, pop it off with the other. Who wants to spill the beer? Not me. So, for now, for safety reasons as well for this part, I have taken the blade out anyway because I'm always cutting myself when I'm making videos, so I'm not even going to risk it. It's not worth it. So, let's test the screwdriver bit. So, first things first, I'm going to just use my Huntsman brad awl to make the hole start off. This will just make things a lot easier. Saying that, off camera I could do this easily, and on camera it's a nightmare. It always is, it's just the way it is. So this is where I mentioned having the keyring bit. That's useful for a couple of reasons. A, so you can carry it and it stops it posting all the way through. So this is not going to be easy, I might have to stand up to do this bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get off my seat and I'm going to stand up for this part to give a fair representation. Now this is actually working really good. I hope this is doing a good demonstration. It's driving this in effortlessly. So I'm now going to flip this out and I'm going to test this other little positive bit and see if this is capable. For this screw it's too little, so I'd recommend that for little screws obviously. So it does have a bit of a pry bar here. I wouldn't use that personally because I think it'd abuse it. But all in all, I'm really impressed with this. I know on camera I have managed to pull the blade out. Now I'll promise you this, that was all me. That was because basically my thumb slipped off, pressed the button and pulled it out. But from using this hard use, even with this carabiner on, it does not make much of a heat spot. Not much at all. Don't get me wrong, it is not as good as a genuine heavy duty box cutter, but this is really performing well. So I'm going to attach some pictures in, some at the beginning and some at the end. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and thanks very much for your time.